Hi, my amazing friends. How are we this evening? I'm coming on for another day of Vlogmas. And this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a few of my favorite children's Christmas holiday books that I like to read. I've read them to my children and I like to read them to my grandchildren now. So some of these are newer and some are older. I'm going to start out with this one because I think this is called My Special Christmas Adventure, and it's by My Adventure Books. I don't know if they are still in, I don't know if they still make these books or not, but if they do, so just try to see if maybe you could, I probably should have looked that up before I started this video, but I didn't. But My Adventure Books, if I can find it and I can link it, I will down below in the description box. But yeah, this was my son's David's special Christmas book one year, and it's really neat. If you see inside, it says, My Special Christmas Adventure. This book was especially written for David Griffiths with love from Mom and Dad. And in the story, they have his name, and at the time where we lived at the time, we no longer live at this address, but they even mention his brothers' names, and it says, he gazed at the beautiful tree he had decorated with Thomas and Justin. So just all through the book, it incorporates him and the brothers and I think Mom and Dad, just all through the book on this little cute little special Christmas adventure. And I want to say it was like maybe $20 or $25, but it was worth it. He loved this book. You know, we got it for him when he was pretty young, and he's loved it ever since. And my funny thing is, my grandsons like the book too. So even though it's not their name in it, it's Uncle Dave and their daddy and Uncle Jay, which is Justin, they still love the book. This little book, oh my goodness, this little book brings back so many memories. This is actually from Thomas and Justin, my almost 30-year-old. And let's see, Thomas is 29. See, he's almost 30 though. And then Justin's 28. And this was their book when they were little. And we read this. I'm surprised this book is held up as well as it has, because it's just a little paperback book. It ain't nothing special. I mean, I want to say we probably got this at the Dollar Tree or a dollar store, or, oh no, right here. We got that at Toys R Us. I paid 99 cents for this. That is funny. That is funny. But anyway, it's the classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas story. And it's, you know, it was a cheapy little book, but look, they've got their markings in it. This book, I mean, this is a special book. But anyway, so this has been read for years. Like, I'm going to say at least 25 years we've been reading this book. And the grandkids, of course, still love that. Now, you can find this book several different forms. You know, we can actually find really nice, nicely illustrated and real nice hardback books and stuff. But it's just funny that this was a little 99-cent Toys R Us book that has lasted this long and has gone through generations now. Next, I don't remember where I got this book. David got it and we must have bought it somewhere, but I just don't remember. It was probably for his stocking one year. Or I could have even got this at Goodwill maybe one year. I'm not real sure. Anyway, though, it is a super, super cute, special little story in it. The Best Thing About Christmas. Let's see, written by Christine Harder Tangvad. Let's see, I'm just gonna throw that up there. I'm sure I butchered that last name. But this is a super cute little story about what this little guy thinks is about in his family. What they think the best thing, or what I think it's what he thinks the best thing about Christmas. He's telling his family, and they go through visiting relatives, and you saw them decorating the tree, and they're just spending time together. David has had this book for a long time too, and it's a really cute, super little book, and it talks about the birth of baby Jesus. So yeah, super cute little book. And then okay, so this this is not a favorite of mine. But this is a favorite of, David really liked this book. He's the first one to get it. And now my grandson Tobias really likes this book. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Santa Snatcher. It's just one of those ready to read books. It's a turtle story about, I don't know, Santa. So that's just, I just threw that in there because so far, David and my grandson Tobias have loved it. I'm sure Grayson will probably love it this year too. This is another favorite. This is based on a movie, one of my favorite movies. I watched it all through my childhood. My kids have all watched it. My grandkids watch it, and that is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Again, this is just a little flimsy, one of those little thin little paperback ones, but I really love this. It takes you through the whole, little story about the Kringle family and the baby that they call Chris. Just all through the story. Same little story that, that the movie tells, basically. But still, it's fun to sit and read and go through. Again, another favorite of ours. We've read this for years too. David's had this one for a long time. And I got this one at Walmart, and I paid a whopping $3.48 for it. So there you go. This is a golden book, apparently. So that's another one. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now this one is more, it was geared, we bought it for Thanksgiving, but I also think that it could very well be a Christmas story too. So we'll say Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we love this book. This book is so funny. And it's, I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie. Do you remember the old lady who swallowed the fly? Well, it's the same thing, same concept. And this is by Allison Jackson. And I love the story. I love the way it's illustrated. I just love the whole story of it. It's so funny. She goes through and, she's eaten a whole dinner, a whole thing, like Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, if you want to say. I think they do, yeah, they were for Thanksgiving in this, but I wanted to add this in anyway because we still read it at Christmas time too. But she just goes through and she just keeps on eating and eating and eating and eating. So that's another fun one, fun holiday related one. This one David got for Christmas one year, and it's a good little it's how, let's see, how God's angels and their messages brought comfort and guidance to Mary, Joseph, and the shepherds, and the amazing events surrounding the birth of Jesus. And it is a cute, this one is hardback, and this says $12.99. I'm gonna say excuse me, I probably got this on sale for like under $10, but it was a cute little story, cute little illustrations. This one's, it says retold by Gwen Ellis, but just real bright little illustrations, telling about the story of Jesus and how Mary and Joseph got to where they were. And then it's got one like fun little pop-up page in it. So there's another little good Christmas related story. Okay, here we go. So the last three are super favorites. We've got the Polar Express. Oh my gosh, we love this book so much. We love this movie, but this book is beautiful. I splurged and bought this anniversary edition for David one year when he was younger. But it's the story of the same movie and everything, but just I love that movie. And I love these illustrations. I love the story, and it's fun. It's fun just to, to go through and read it. You know, I know we watch it too, but we love to read. And so reading it was always super fun. Yeah, so this is a fun one to read too. And like I said, these illustrations, I love these illustrations. You're probably not even doing it justice on the camera. But yes, this is the Polar Express. I think just about everybody is probably familiar with that. The next one is a Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes, another favorite. I mean, this too is a collector's edition. Although this was only $5 because it was when one of the Kohl's Cares for Kids. I didn't see that this year at Kohl's, and I was kind of disappointed because I really liked getting the stuffed animals and the books that they offered from it, and plus I went to a good cause. So, but this is a nice book too, and this is just the story of Charlie Brown and Christmas. You know, the little fun illustrations and the story of it. We love to read this story every year. The poor little tree. Everybody's laughing at him. So yeah, this is another great one to have in your collection. The last one that we own, we used to have more, but you know, books do. Like I said, I'm surprised some of these have lasted, and you know, we have had some tear up, but so the last one I have, this is my absolute favorite, Mickey's Christmas Carol. I love this story and I love this book. Yeah, it's just the retelling, like the little movie, but like I like the illustrations. They're nice, bright illustrations, and it's a fun, you know, a good story, a fun little story to read about and talk about and think about this time of year. So yeah, I love this story. Love it, love it, love it. Look, after he's had all his ghost visits. So this is my favorite retelling of A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol. And then so that's all that we own. One that I want to get my hands on that is also an absolute favorite at this time of year is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And I thought at one point in time we had that book. I'm pretty sure we did, but it's gotten lost or tore up in the shuffle. So I'm going to be on the lookout to add that to our collection. And if you guys have any that you really love, leave it in the comments down below, because maybe I can find a copy and read it to my grandsons. Also, another thing too is we are a homeschooling family, so a lot of these, like the Polar Express, you can find things online. Like I think we've done a Polar Express like lap book, and then a Polar Express day. I mean, you can make like whole days out of these things. A Christmas Carol, we have done a unit study on that, and that was geared though more toward older kids. I want to say that David was in middle school when we did that. And then yeah, you can find like all kinds of fun things to do with the Christmas stories to tie into your schooling if you homeschool. And even if you don't, if you just want to do fun things with your kids after they're out of, you know, school, sorry, I keep shaking the camera, then you can. But anyway, like I said, I just want to do a fun little, easy, my favorite Christmas stories that, you know, I like to read to my kids, and, well, that I've read to my kids and I like to read to my grandkids now. And like I said, leave a comment down below and let me know some of your favorite Christmas time, holiday time stories. And also don't forget to give me a thumbs up, to like the video, and do me a favor, hit that red subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss another day of Vlogmas with me. I've got a few fun things planned. I hope that you're having a good time so far. And yeah, thanks a lot. Don't forget to follow along on social media too. All right, guys. Bye.